Hello, how are you doing today? My name is Paul Turner. I work at the store 6280. Uh, I'm sending this letter to retaliation and the president's office due to the fact of the retaliation that is going on at your store amongst me. If you go to your calendar, this is just to refresh the course, go to your calendar, not last week paycheck, but the week before paycheck. So that will be on, just got paid the 19th. So not the 5th, but go back to the 21st. The 21st. On the 21st, had a mandatory meeting, a meeting for the Walmart associates, where the president there, Eric, I forgot his last name, but he stated he need a lot of T3s. He said, see your manager about it, your manager about it, so you become a T3. Well, he said also about being a T3, he said need a lot of machine operators for being able to drive the machine around. I, Paul Turner, at 6280, went straight to my manager after the meeting, asked about it. He gave me the runaround. He told me to go to HR. HR sent me back to Mike, the manager of shipping. He said to go look into it, go back to it. He kept on going back and forth. Next thing I know, Lori got involved. She's the ops manager of that area in shipping. Got him, said to go get involved. Well, by particular one of the last week, eventually I got hurt on another job, which reprimanded me from going to work or whatnot. Due to the injury I suffered, I'm better now. When I get back to work, get a message where Greg Lee, where Julio, the manager of receiving, said he wants to talk to me. I'm thinking, why do he need to talk to me? He's over receiving, not shipping. But he's my old manager. Whatever the case may be, come in the next day, found out he went to go look for him. He sent me back to Lori. Come to find out, talk to Lori. Lori come talks to me and spreads a whole bunch of lies to me. And she's the ops manager. I don't know what is going on with these lies on me and why am I being suffocated and being prevented to further advance myself at your store. The lie that she told me was one of the first lies that she told me. She told me that you have to be in the area for 6 months before becoming T3. Sir, and people of retaliation, I've been there since November. I was in start off in receiving and now I'm in shipping. I done seen people come in that store as a regular employee, as myself, and then they get moved to a T3, not being in a position 6 months. I know of a lady, she started this, I'm not trying to name names because I'm not against nobody, except the retaliation and the behavior of Lori and carried on by Mike, her manager of shipping. I know people that have been there less than, when I was over there receiving, somebody was there no less than 3 months and was already made a T3. And some of these people from Burma, the Burmese people, they come in, been in no longer than a month or sometimes 2 or 3 months, and already a T3. The retaliation where this is coming from, I guess they still upset. I know, a matter of fact, I believe and know they're upset. Because, see, if I would never have wrote to y'all and where John Bingham got involved, I would have been fired a long time ago due to my productivity, due to the fact, which is stated to be true, and that you're in certain situations you cannot make rate, and if a manager keep on putting you in that situation where you can't make rate, you will have productivity issues where you'll be fired. And by me sending you guys the letter, I got a hold of John Bingham and got a hold of them, and that's how I ended up in shipping. If it had not been for that, I'd probably been fired. And since that's what Julio and Scott and Neil was trying to do is fire me, and since that didn't happen, the behavior has carried over here. Meaning at the same time when I was over there and receiving, I made many attempts to either try to get to do another job as far as in a receiving where it'd be easier or get more potential to make productivity or just able to get cross trained and do other things. And then the same thing happened. I was also trying to become a T3, and they waited to the last moment to tell me that I was not fit or said I was waited too late. Whatever case, it was an issue. The same activity is carrying over here now. I don't know what is going on. I will be sending you emails, but they won't even let me apply for another jobs. I applied for another jobs, and I will show you with the emails that I'm gonna send you. The ones I applied for, all of them except on September 20th, they all came back saying I don't fit the ability to be moved. I'm not transfer eligible. It was stated months ago when I first tried to apply for another position by applying for a job. I had the same message telling me I wasn't transfer eligible, and they posted that fixed it. It is still going on. Also, back to the statement when I was talking about Lori, from the point where she said that's just one big giddy up. How she said that since I've not been in there 6 months, she cannot make me a T3 over there in shipping. She said one thing. She said that I have not been cross trained enough, and she said in that meeting, that she was gonna cross train me on other activities. Or was gonna have Mike cross train me in other areas of shipping. After, so that was the 21st. About October 5th, that's when she stated to me. About October 5th, she stated I was going to get further training. Well, sir, it's going on October 19th. I've been in shipping probably since about June. The only thing I have been able to do over there, unlike other people who have not went to HR, unlike other people who have not reached out to you guys, meaning the people of retaliation, or wrote the corporate office a letter. I have not been able to applicable to learn anything else. All he does is take me to job. Everybody else is getting cross-trained on everything else. They get to leave they loading dock. That's all they been having me do is loader. And Lori said that she was going to get a hold of Mike and was going to have me cross-trained so I could be in position to become a T3. No, sir, that has not came up or been made available at all. Not one bit. That's all they put me doing. It is as a loader. I asked, then before they did try to train me one time, as far as came and said he's going to train me on the RC. Well, that has not been finished. One day they came in and said they're going to put me on the RC, they're going to train me, and never got finished. Came in one time talking about such and such, the guy that was training me, he's not here. Out of nowhere they said he's not here, and I understand that. Well, he was there for the rest of the week. Never did they come to me talking about they was going to finish my training. And that was over 2 weeks ago. Something is definitely going on that's frustrating. And then to top it off with Mike, Mike, he's able to carry on this way due to the fact that Lori and Julio, I guess they in cahoots or best friends, and this retaliatory behavior is existing. I'm a very good employee, as you can see. Check my record. The only thing where I was ever in the red or getting close to red, getting fired, that's why I asked for, that's why I wrote the letter in the first place, was my productivity and the way they had it set up, where you cannot, how they had it set up against me, it cannot be productive and make productivity. But when I gave them the chance to make productivity, I didn't make it. So all this retaliation is carrying forth now, where Mike is allowed to make my job or he's actually trying to work me like a slave. He did that this past week. Usually when they had you on door 127, 128, that's one of the rough doors where it's major busy. The next week, how you come in, he usually give everybody rest. Well, this following week, when it was my turn, I came out of 127 and 128 the week before last. Well, the following week, he put me in the door, which wasn't a busy door, which was 106. But in the midst of being in the door, he put me next to somebody and told me to keep a track of them and help them with their door. This door was not that heavy where one person could do that door, especially if they not been on the door as heavy as mine. And by the way, when I was in 127, 128 the week before, when I was in 127, 28, I received no help at all except from the person that was in the trailer with me. Me and him, we knocked out that busy trailers that whole week by ourselves without getting no help from nobody on the out of the existing loaders, none of them. Nobody hardly came down and checked on us. When they just got done, we had a low amount of red lights, so we killed it, and we did a great job. Then to send me back on there and put me on somewhere where I got to work just as hard again, not give my body a chance to rest like he does everybody else. And I understand the fact that the guy that was next to me, he called in. He was sick, or tried to say he's sick, but I was there for the whole conversation. He was not sick. He just didn't want to do the job. As he stated to the team lead that, earlier in that shift when he first went home, talking about his arm was hurt, he wanted to go somewhere to do something lighter. Well, the thing is, that is not fair to me and it's unfair, but because the retaliation, what they are allowed to do and going against me to make my job hard, nothing was done. I did complete the mission and did complete that week of work, but it was a lot of turmoil, a lot of stress because I felt like that wasn't right. I was tired. I was tired. Why would he want to work me like a slave? And yes, the guy did call in. It was many things he could do. It was other people that he sent to other areas to get cross trained. I get cross trained again. Then there's other people that was in other was getting everybody was getting cross trained, still getting cross trained. Why would you stick me in a busy trailer when you could have grabbed one of those guys or any one of those guys that was not in a busy trailer at all and had less wear and tear on their body because from not being in 127 and 128, but you go stick me back in the trailer and get upset because you got to. Well, I am not a machine, and he knows that none of us are machine. That's why he do. When he put you on 128, put you in the light door and put somebody else on the door to have it to keep to do that. But for some particular reason, I did not get that chance this past week. I think they are trying to make it frustrating for me where they want me to quit or what have you. Can you please help me render this situation and get this solidified because the retaliation that is resulting is highly unfair. Again, I'm here to say with the times I applied for jobs from September 20, all of them came back transferred and eligible, and they didn't talk to John Bingham and saying that I am able to transfer. So each one application, and they did, and I must say they did allow me to take the map test for the what's that thing called for the maintenance job, and then I failed that. But all applications that I filled that has always come back to the same thing. And I get on believe the only reason why they did let me take the map test because they knew the potentiality that I was going to fail or whatever the case may be. Sir, this retaliation needs to be stopped. And if there's nothing you can do about it, sir, I need my job. I really do need my job. And if they go work me like if he go work me like a slave and be unjust to me, and that's the way that this company is gonna be ran by the operation up under Lori and Mike to assault and retaliate against another employee just like that, just because he was trying to keep his job. My attendance is probably the only thing of subject, but I don't even think I got my first uh, letter yet, or whatever the case may be, in trouble for my attendance. So other than that, my employee status is real good. I'm there, I'm working, and I work. And I have been working. My attendance there, I have nothing else going on. I have no idea what's behavior going on. The only thing I can believe, but know that it is going on because I'm not crazy and not fool. Just think of it. If I had not went to y'all in the first place, if I would not have been to y'all in the first place, I would be fired. I'm doing all I can to keep my job, but there's no sense for a man to want to be, or this company, or for this to be allowed to go on against another employee who is there to work and who is trying to better himself through the company to be a better employee to help better this company. Can you please help me? Nobody at the store wants to help me. Just look into it, and I was seeing the rest of the emails showing about my transfer eligibility. I had to keep on saying this, I'm not transfer eligible, and it would show that since I've been over there and loading, and as many attempts as I have asked Mike and came to Lori about trying to become a T3, trying to, whatever case it may be, I have not had a chance to do nothing at all below. Mostly everybody that is on and that is a loader up under Mike and Lori have been able to do something else and cross train on other things. And every time I ask for something, I get denied. I get denied. I get denied. And they trying to work me like a Hebrew slave. Like I said, it was just so frustrating. I almost quit. But I really do need this job. I'm a great employee. You take my attendance. and I do the work. But there's no reason for this unfair treatment, and for him to treat me like a Hebrew slave, and when working like that. If you go be justified and justly do everybody else when they work a heavy door, and you expect me being in the heavy door with me and the other guy to work that, a person that's not in a busy door like that should be able to do that door without no help. If you didn't send nobody down to help me in the busy door, you shouldn't ask me to help nobody else. What's fair is what's fair. Why are they allowed to do this? Please help me.